What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, we have some shocking news that many people just simply are ignoring or just don't want to give too much credence to or sweeping under the rug. That's involving American heavyweight star on the verge of budding superstar Jared Big Baby Anderson. Jared Big Baby Anderson is 16 wins, no losses, no draw, 15 wins by way of knockout. He is 23 years of age, 6'4", with a 78.5-inch arm reach. He's coming off of a beautiful win against Andriy Rudenko. That was August 26th. Okay, he had a beautiful performance. Prior to that, he fought against former IBF heavyweight world champion, American star boxer, Prince Charles Martin. That was back in July. And he faced some, adversity in that fight with Prince Charles Martin. Nonetheless, he won the fight. He's undefeated, and he's been being pegged as the next American heavyweight superstar to, control the sport of boxing. Now, if you don't know about the sport of boxing, as the heavyweight division goes, so goes the sport of boxing. But there has been some very interesting behavior and comments coming from Jared Big Baby Anderson as of late. He did this interview not too long ago with legendary Hall of Fame iconic superstar, retired Roy Jones Jr. And he bust out crying in this interview. And he was saying how the treatment is just not fair, how the weight of the world is essentially on his shoulders, and people are putting expectations on him that he didn't ask for. Okay. Roy Jones said, well, you have been given a gift, and that gift that you have been given, you have to fulfill the journey, right? The journey chose you. You didn't choose the journey. And a lot of expectations and a lot of, responsibilities placed on your shoulders. And Jared Anderson, he stated in this interview, he said, I didn't ask for this. I don't want this. Right. And Jared Big Baby Anderson also stated that in the same interview, he stated that, you made sense, but that don't mean I have to agree with you. Right. He said, everybody's expecting me to be the next superstar, the next world champion to carry the sport of boxing in the heavyweight division. As the heavyweight division goes, so goes the sport of boxing. And then from that point forward, actually prior to that, he did an interview with Fight Hub TV, Marcos Villegas. And he stated in this interview with Marcos Villegas, he states in this interview, he says that, Marcos is asking him about what opponent he want to fight next. Where do he see himself going from here on out? How long do we think it'll be before he becomes a world champion? And he brushed it all off, and he let you know, I don't even care, right? And then he goes on to say, I'm moving to the beat of my own drum, becoming the world champion, and who I fight, it doesn't even matter. He says the sport of boxing got sour for me when it became a sport. And he also stated that, he said that I just want to be, I just want to eventually be, financially secure and financially secure my family. And I want to live my life. I don't want to have to be confined to training camps and miss life. I want to be able to enjoy life, enjoy children, get married, have children. And, these things that hinder me. I've been doing this sport of boxing forever. And he stated that, the business of the sport of boxing is offensive, right? And it takes, the fun away from the sport. And Marcos asked him, when has it become where the sport has no longer become fun? He said, once I turn pro, right? So the pressure that everybody's placing on him It's starting to mount. He was his last fight with Charles Martin was in his hometown, and he's from Ohio. And he was asked, you're gonna have a lot of friends and family there, and he said, I don't have a lot of friends, and I don't have a lot of supporters. A lot of people going to show up that know of me, and because I'm from the city, they're going to show up. But essentially, I don't even rock with them. Is essentially what he stated, right? So he's essentially saying, he said that they'll show up, they'll support me, but they are essentially associates. I don't have friends, right? And I'm just trying to secure my, financial future for myself, my future family, having kids, and for my my family alone, right? So these are the comments he has been making, and people are not paying attention. Jared Anderson is having a cry for help. He is not mentally stable when it comes to being in the sport of boxing. He does not want to box. And he feels obligated to box because, like he said, he has responsibility to people around him, his family, that he has to financially take care of. He don't want to box. So more recently, Jared Anderson was asked about winning a world title. And then this is what he had to say in response to winning a world title, is that he don't even care and not interested in winning a world title, right? That, if it comes, it comes, but he really don't have much interest in winning a world title, right? These are all indications that they need to have him take a step back from the sport of boxing, because you can see it's mentally wearing on Jared Big Baby Anderson. And at 23 years old, the people around him, I know he's an investment. I know he's a superstar. I know that he has, the sky's the limit for him. You know what I'm saying? And I know he has a lot of potential, like Roy Jones sees all of the potential, so on and so forth, right? And again, like I said, I completely understand. You don't want him to walk away from his potential and walk away from, the things he can possibly accomplish within the sport of boxing. But again, like I said, it's abundantly clear. Jared Big Baby Anderson has no interest in boxing. He's not interested in boxing anymore. And it's like he's being forced now to box. That's how he's looking at it. And maybe they should allow Jared Anderson at this point in time to just go ahead and take a step back. Okay, just allow him to take a step back, take some time off, right? Because he says that, I've been boxing for an extremely long time. It's, essentially what it is it's a sacrifice. You can't be with your family, so on and so forth, right? He don't want to box. So this is what he said, quote, Jared Anderson asked about becoming a world champion. I don't feel like I have to be a world champion. End quote. Right? So, and he made it abundantly clear. I'm just looking to get paid. After his last fight, he was asked in his post fight in the ring, how long do you think before you get a title opportunity? How long will it take, where you want to go from here? Who do you want to fight? And he stopped the reporter and he said, again, y'all not going to force me and y'all not going to place your expectations upon me. I don't care who I fight next. I'm just happy that I got this performance out the way. I had this fight. Whatever presents itself, that presents itself. I'm not in a rush to become a world champion. I don't care about becoming a world champion. I don't have no specific fighter or fight that I want to have. I'm just doing this for the financial reasons so I can get paid. He's telling you it's a cry for help. Jared Big Baby Anderson is a cry for help. His team are right now being irresponsible. The people around Jared Anderson are irresponsible. He's 23 years old. It's time for they need to separate him from the sport of boxing and allow this kid to find himself. Right? And like he said, he's just fighting. He had a quick turnaround, right? Where Jared Anderson had fought in July, then he turned around and he fought again in August. And everybody was like, man, that's a quick turnaround. And his response was, I had this fight because I'm broke. I'm broke. I ain't got no money. There needs to be somebody. He has people around him, managers, teams, investments that they can make sure that he's financially secured, where he can make residual money consistently, and allow him right now to take a break, take a year off, take some time off where he's not financially. He's concerned with the money that he's making or not making. You can tell he wants to retire already. He's talented. He's skilled. He's young. He has power. He has all the potential to be a legend in the sport of boxing, but he has no motive to do it. We love the sport of boxing. He doesn't. It's a job. He sees an opportunity to financially set his family, himself, and his future family, as he said. He just wants to have a family. He wants to have kids. He wants to see the world. He is not interested in boxing, and the people around him needs to identify this. They need to give Jared Anderson a break. Invest in him. Hey, here go $1 million. Here go $2 million. Whatever, right? He needs to feel financially secure. Somebody needs to help him take some money, invest it, so he can see a constant residual income, and allow him to think what he wants to do. Period. So let's see how this unfolds and plays out. But that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. I'm going. Peace.